What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is simply observing the present moment with kindness and curiosity. That means being present, being here and now, non-judgmentally recognizing what's going on. That's it. That's it. It sounds simple, but it's not something that we practice regularly. Our brains and our thoughts usually take over, and we are remembering or we are planning. We are thinking in the past or the future. And mindfulness is just the practice of coming back to the present moment, not judging where we are, just recognizing. So why mindfulness for teachers? Well, I mean, you guys know, you talk to each other, you've been in the business for a long time, you see the stress rising. 61% of teachers are stressed out. That's more than half, right? Now, 58% say their mental health is not good. We've got teachers, an epidemic of stress. You have teachers that are on long-term sick leave. They're leaving. 40%, up to 40% teachers leave the profession in 5 years. And only 7% of teachers say that they feel like they have the coping skills to manage their stress. They're not given the coping skills to handle that amount of stress. That can be a lot. Handling students, it's difficult. You know, I don't need to tell you, but without implementing a program to just say, hey, take care of yourself, even as a parent. All parents even need to do this. But teachers, you've got more than, 2, 3, 4 kids. You have all these kids all day, every day. You have the ability to make a big impact, and it's got to start with you. It should start with you. Why mindfulness for students? Well, you sadly only have to turn on the news to see why mindfulness for students. There's a rise in stress. 83% of the rise in stress is from school. Attention span is down because of social media and screen time and swiping. Their attention has gone down a lot, down to 8 seconds from 12, because there is there's instant gratification with everything, and it's always on to the next thing, on to the next video, on to the next picture. And teens are experiencing depression. They are not as interactive as they used to be. There's not as much eye contact, physical contact. Everything is through a computer screen, and you know that bullying is going up, compassion is down, cyberbullying, all that kind of, those numbers are up. We see it. We see it happening in our schools. We see it on the news. It is an epidemic that needs the balance of mindfulness. We're preparing these children for college and for careers, but this is the part of life that they need. This part of life to really engage, be present, and compassionate and confident humans. When you take a moment and you look at the effects of stress on the body and the mind, you see that what we are doing is we are living in a place of fight, flight, or freeze response. We are letting our amygdala take over, and that amygdala actually sends cortisol into our body. And the science behind this is so cool. There's been a lot of research done in the past 20 years on the effects of mindfulness, and it's the counter of stress and cortisol. Cortisol is going to suppress your immunity. It's going to reduce your focus. Just think about how you feel when you're stressed or worried and somebody asks you to take a test. Not even going to happen, because you're not going to be able to focus. Your cognitive skills, they're down, they're broken up, your focus is down. You could get sick more often, you're depressed, you have higher anxiety. You're irritable, certainly irritable. We all know when we feel that stress, we are definitely irritable with the people that we love the most around us. So that is the effects of stress on the body. So adversely, let's look at what happens when you practice mindfulness. How does mindfulness affect the brain? Well, now you're talking about some amazing stuff that research has discovered during the study of mindfulness over the past 20 years. It is actually increasing the folds and the gray matter in the brain. You're increasing your cognitive function and your memory. You're raising IQ levels. You're reducing the depression and anxiety that was built up because you're reducing the cortisol. You're improving the sleep. You're building confidence, and isn't that what we want for ourselves and our students and our children the most? Confidence and compassion in them. When you practice mindfulness, mindfulness actually affects the brain this way. You're teaching emotional literacy and emotional self-regulation, recognizing what they're feeling, and then handling it. What do I do about this? Now you can call it something. I'm feeling XYZ. And now we can go somewhere with that. You're increasing compassion for themselves and for others. That's part of reducing bullying. And it improves anxiety and distress in stressful situations, which means you're reducing stress in any kind of school, class, test, quiz situation that they might be experiencing, giving them a better shot in the classroom. The classroom benefits are what's really going to make the biggest difference for all of you. You're looking at a whole classroom improvement, a better environment, lower absenteeism, better behavior, less conflict, improved attention span. Their focus is held longer. You are able to teach more because you took this 5 to 10 minutes a day to practice mindfulness. Increasing cognitive ability and focus actually increases your teaching time in the classroom and less disciplinary time. You're improving social emotional learning, and their academic stress goes down, building a bigger love of school and education. Real quick, these are the numbers shown from a mindful classroom. The improvements: improved focus, better emotional regulation. That means you don't have to bring them down from stress, anger, nervousness, anxiety as much, that much. There's 89% improvement in that. More compassion and improved engagement. You have students willing to talk and engage with the class, with the teachers, because they're building confidence and more emotional regulation, so that fear of social situations is dissolving faster. You're looking at a better school experience for everyone.